Hey folks, Keric here and welcome back to part 12 of this Primal walkthrough on PS2. The vast majority of this episode is going to be cutscenes finishing off the Ferai story, so I just thought I'd better say hello before we get on with it. And to that end, we'll get on with it.
Do you have the key?
Yes, it was in the Queen's chambers, just as you said.
Thank you.
Permit me to go first, Highness. Who knows what we may find?
My mother is in there. I have nothing to fear.
Now those are definitely some famous last words, if ever I heard them. You're kinda just begging for something to happen with words like that. You should have known, Jared. Now look what you've gone and done. You've gone and tempted fate!
I'm sorry, Jared.
Don't be. My friends, I don't need your pity. I need your help. I must destroy this thing that has so defiled my mother.
Of course, we'll do anything.
First, we must unmask the imposter. Do you know any way to break the enchantment?
I don't know. The creature has retained my mother's form, while these remains have stayed free from corruption. There is some dark necromancy at work here. Those chants I heard came from this chamber.
Fire.
What?
The spell must be broken. With your permission, Highness, we should cremate the body.
Let it be done.
Oh nice, he's just found his mother's dead and you're wanting to burn him? Harsh, Scree. Harsh. Still, I suppose if it's the only way to break a spell, needs must.
Mother, how did this befall us?
It's done.
What now?
Now, I will have my revenge.
Oh, look who it is.
The hex is broken, but you are too late to save your kingdom.
Not too late to tear your head off.
That too, boy. My final act as Divina was to order her most loyal guards to this chamber, expressly to kill you, their broken prince, along with this feeble mortal and her scuttling stone. Death. Right on time.
No! You've been deceived!
Alright, I'm back in control again. Not much we can do to her, so it's pretty much a case of taking down 3 waves of Ferai. Or 8 in total, coming in waves of 3, 3 and 2, obviously making up the 8. Pretty standard kind of a fight, nothing out of the usual about it whatsoever. Jared will tank at least one, which is quite a help. Other than that, it's just a case of hammering the hell out of them, really. Don't run from me, goatee. Oh shit. Oh well, at least our scuttling little stone is safe enough in the background. Come on, Jan. On the left, the right, and kicking the nuts. That's it, take him down. Get a little bit of a recharge while we're not really facing anything. And get rid of this final one. Ready for the next wave. In between waves you'll get quite a bit of leeway to do whatever you want, so feel free to recharge and things. It takes a few seconds for the gates to open and let them in. Oh, hello. Maybe the gates don't need to open then. One down. Come on, you. Really about time you joined your friend now. Oh, get out of the way. Unfortunately, some of them do seem to back off while others move forward. You can switch between them by pressing X. Just dead. Makes life a little bit easier. Try and focus on the ones that are actually attacking you, and let the more passive ones hang around with Jared for a while. Saving you the bother. And we'll get a quick top up while there's a little bit of a breather going on. And back into the action again. Just 2 this time, so not really much of a fight. Really, I'm not sure why all the Ferai and bosses are so basic. There are no real boss fights here, it's mainly just because of fighting a few more enemies than you're actually used to. Then again, I suppose considering the fact we came here straight away from the Nexus, it's probably acting instead of a tutorial. Which is fine, I can manage with that. Anyway, this is the final guy going down. Once he's down...
Stop! All of you!
My lord.
Silence! My beloved boy. Silence. Guards, take up your arms. Serve your king. And see that this dissembling hag does not move. Jared, alive. My prayers are answered.
I let you down, father. If I had not been captured, none of these terrible...
Chains, Jared, but I have been nothing but blind. A sovereign fool. Now you must be forever vigilant. Fight with your mind as well as your sword. And know that your mother and I are always with you.
I have much to tell you. We had no choice but to cremate my mother.
Enough! The ritual of succession has been delayed all too long. Now that you are safe, our kingdom can be strong once more. Only one task remains.
I'll resist doing it, this is Sparta joke. It would be a shame to ruin such a poignant moment. Poor Jared. Loses his mother and his father in the same day. That's got to be tough.
Are you ready to lead, King Jared?
You could give him a minute, Scree.
I am ready. My people have much to thank you for. I will not forget you.
And there we have it. The storyline of the Ferai now finished. All that's left to do is to make our way back towards the Nexus.
Who is that with Belazor?
I was too far away to see clearly. It could have been anyone.
You recognized Belazor, right?
Well, of course I did, but you mortals all look the same to me.
Mortal? What, it was a human?
Not exactly. The reach of chaos is long, and its demons take many forms. It, must have been another of Abaddon's servants. Come on, we must return to the Nexus.
Oh, talk about avoiding the issue, Scree. Pretty obvious that was Lewis, in all fairness. And the unlocks are videos, but considering they're not actually part of the game, I'm going to ignore those for now. And time for yet another cutscene.
You're holding out on me.
There's no time for this. Abaddon's forces are in motion.
Abaddon, Arella, big deal. None of this has anything to do with me, Scree. I just want to find my boyfriend and go home.
Scree is not your enemy, Jennifer. I sent him to guide and protect you.
You're Arella? Butterflies. That's not what I was expecting.
I am in all things, and I appear in many forms. I understand your frustration, but you must realize that our goals are one and the same.
I doubt that.
It's true. I wish to see you safely return to your home, but...
Why am I being roped into some turf war you're having with Abaddon, then? The way I see it, this is a personal problem. Yours.
Jennifer, if Abaddon gets his way, there will be no Mortalis for you to return to. At least not one you would recognize. For eternity we have existed here in the Nexus. He and I, the one balancing the other so that all can flourish. Without him, there would be no change, no decay. Life in the realms would stagnate. But without my presence, all would descend into the mindless frenzy of chaos. Both sides are needed for harmony. Darkness and light. Chaos and order. A balanced unity. But Abaddon has become obsessed with power. He would see me destroyed, my influence lost no matter the consequence. What happened in Solum was just the beginning. He will not rest until he has corrupted all the realms, yours included, and become the sole primal force.
This is all making me dizzy. I'm just a coffee shop waitress. Don't you need some kind of superhero helping you out here?
Come now. You have seen the power within yourself. Now unlocked, this will continue to grow. Your part in these events was sealed when you were but a baby. Journey to Aquis, and you will see more of the damage wrought by Abaddon's madness.
Okay. I'll go.
Continue to guide her, loyal Abdazur. She will need your strength when her full self is revealed.
She is a wild creature, but I believe her heart is good.
So, if you haven't guessed already, Scree actually is Abdazur. We don't know why yet, but all the talk about the statue in the arena earlier on, I suppose kind of pointed in this direction at least. But confirmation from the lady herself. So yeah, I think Jen's pretty much committed now. Which means we have 3 more worlds to work our way through, the first being this one, Aquis. Aquis is mainly a water-based world, so we will have a ton of swimming to do, which is never fun. Let's make our way over to the Rift Gate. And yet another cutscene.
Hey, now this is more like it. It's beautiful, Scree.
Rather more to your taste than Solum, eh?
You said it. Just caught the sunset too. Wow.
The skies are always golden here.
Okay, we'll write the brochure later. We're on business.
Precisely. Come on then, let's head for the water.
As in us in the water?
Naturally.
One thing you should know, Scree. The girl can't swim.
You can't swim.
Oh? And you can, I suppose, a great hunk of rock?
I don't need to swim. Why go to all that trouble? I just sink to the bottom and walk.
This I must see.
Aquis is a water-filled realm, Jen. I was rather hoping... Well, I thought you mortals were...
Yeah, well, the city I'm from isn't a water-filled realm, okay? Of course, most parents took the trouble to get their kids out swimming. Some even went horse riding, too. Girl Scouts, tap classes. With me, you get none of that extracurricular crap, okay?
Oh, Jan.
I'm sorry.
What is that sound?
I'm not sure, but I believe it's coming from the middle of the lagoon, wouldn't you say?
Guess so.
You know, the Undine are a very cultured race, aquatic creatures, intelligent, great allies to Arella.
Like you say, intelligent.
And I gather they're extremely resourceful. Aquis isn't naturally the easiest place for them to survive. You may have guessed, I'm not a total expert on this realm, so maybe I should do a little exploring and report back.
Sure. I'll just settle down here and take in some rays. Good luck, Rocky. Sink and walk. Wait till they get that in the Olympics.
And with all the cutscenes out of the way, this is a very good point to cut off the video before we get on to the meat of the Aquis storyline. I've been Keric the Pally, this has been Primal. You have a good evening.